Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty indeed. What's going on, everybody? It's Ian K, creator, producer, and host of Peep This Out Reviews. Welcome to the live stream, guys. We got 35 amazing people in the house here right now. As always, give me that thumbs up. Let me know you can hear me all right and see me all right. We'll wait till everyone starts jumping into the chat right over here in just a second. Looks like Chris R is the inaugural one. Great to see you inside here as well, Chris. Thanks so much for being here. DCM Entertainment, you already know what it is. Ben Nguyen. We got Josh Toll. I appreciate that. Thanks so much for jumping on. Annette Cervantes, newly minted mod for the channel. Happy Friday indeed. Mickey D's typically does their work with that actually on Fridays, right? They give you like fries for like $1 or something like that, or if you buy something, you get them free. Excellent. We got thumbs up jumping into the chat here as well. Very good. And Super Saeed, let me just tell you right now, yes, Wendy's, I think quality-wise has some pretty amazing burgers. A very unique taste compared to McDonald's naturally there, but the timeless taste of McDonald's is what puts them in a class all by themselves. But when it comes to fast food, Wendy's is definitely up there with some really high-class burgers. Really great promo burgers as well. Let's see who else we've got here in the chat. We're going to jump right into the review in just a couple of minutes. We'll give people time to file in. So once that number stretches closer to the 50 mark, we will definitely jump in. I can't wait to do what I'm going to do here for you right now. This is going to be a lot of fun tonight. We've got 2 reviews coming your way, which I'm excited about as well. Let's see here. Annette Cervantes, thank you for being here. Super Saeed as well. Drew's Food Reviews in the house. James Morrison, looking forward to the show, peep. I appreciate that. Thanks so much for jumping in. Hopefully you guys have shared this to people that you know. And of course, hit that thumbs up down below before we start and before I forget. So that way we can get this stream trending up on YouTube for a little bit. That would be awesome. The more people in here, the better, for obvious reasons. I love Pizza 41. Gonna get a quesalupa tomorrow. Excellent. I've actually had that a couple of times since it's been back, and actually very, very tasty for what it is, you know, naturally. A little different compared to what it was the first time around when I did it, and especially the second time around when I did it, but good times there. So let's see, Kyle Broussard, yo, welcome to the stream. Guys, you guys are officially in the Purple Nebula with me right now in the YouTube universe, my little section of it here. Welcome aboard. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Brandon James, he's doing that Saturday Night Fever action a day early, it looks like, with the dancing emoji right there. Gerard Mullins, 2 minutes to go for it. Man, 2 minutes and then you're off. Excellent. Welcome. You guys are hopefully going to be doing this safely, Gerard, if you're watching the stream driving home from work. Let's see. Ben Nguyen, did tonight we have another flavor of Oreo? No Oreos tonight. No Oreos tonight. Michael Domayer's in the house as well. Hopefully you're not freezing too much tonight, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. It is a nice brisk 60 plus degrees here, so it's a little cool, but that's why I'm kind of wearing my favorite hoodie right now. Let's see here. I'm gonna go shoot down the stream here just a bit, just to see who else we've got in here. Randy Molina, Dom's World, what it do? Thanks so much for jumping on, and I appreciate Angel's Army. Hi Ian K, love you and your channel. Thank you, I appreciate you. Thank you. Hearts, love, and salutations to every single one of you guys out there for being here. You guys obviously have choices for Friday night entertainment on YouTube especially. And I appreciate you making my channel one of those choices. Let's see here. Jay Nepper, watching you on the projector. Jay, thanks so much for sending me that pic a while back, just showing you kind of kicking back with the way the screen looked up on your wall. That was pretty awesome. I gotta say, pretty awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks so much for being here. Let's see. Chris R is going to see us inside. We are here. Let's go Cheeseburgers DCM. I'm just kind of skimming down the chat here just to kind of get caught up just a little bit. Ginger Fit Dad in effect. Guys, 45 peeps in the house already. We may be jumping into this review a little sooner than I anticipated, but that's okay. Ed Keaton in the house? Where is Ed Keaton? Where is he at? I'm looking. I don't see anything just yet here. It's not catching up here. But then again, what you're seeing over here is a little different from what I'm seeing here. I'm going to try and keep this going. Let's see. Jay said he's never left. He's been here waiting since last Friday. Oh, that's too much right there. That is too much right there. Thank you so much for being here, Jay. That's awesome. Let's see here. KFC sandwich was good, according to Angel Smith, talking to Annette. Lesser, let's go. You already know what it is. 50 degrees in Detroit from Michael Domayer. Man, it is still a brisk crispiness over there. Crispy cold, we'll just say. The Trips. In effect here, of course, one of my favorite Canadian group ensemble peeps up in Canada over there. Thanks so much for jumping down into our neck of the woods. As always, I appreciate the support from the trips. You guys are rocking it. As always, of course, jump on over, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I always say it. You guys are free to drop whatever you are working on next, whatever you've got out right now. Feel free to drop it into the chat over here. Sharing is caring. Absolutely. Let's see here. Randy Mullins is saying, hey, Ed, to Ed Keaton, but I'm not there. You go. Okay, Ed, I see you finally here. Here we go. All right, we're getting caught up here. Thanks so much for jumping in here, Ed. Looking out for you as always. All my day ones, of course, all of you guys. Our family is growing consistently here on the channel here. There's been some huge growth over the last few weeks here. Goody Two Shoes, Jane, what's going on? Loving the Big Carl lately. Cool. Yeah, the Big Carl is definitely pretty serious there. I've done, I think, 2 versions of that. I think the original one and the triple, actually. So a pretty lovely situation on that one for sure. A lot of things is eating homemade tacos while watching some of your taco reviews. A very lovely situation. Very cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. So if you guys actually seen today's review, give me a thumbs up here in the chat if you've checked out the barbecue crispy chicken taco from Del Taco. That actually launched a little early here, so I have a couple of things filmed already from that. I'll probably come back and maybe do 1 or 2 other things that are there. So you'll have the next one coming very, very soon, most likely tomorrow, just so you guys know. So this stream is actually, if you're watching this on a Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that's impossible because this is actually going live on Sunday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Another review will be coming for you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m. as always. So lots to look forward to there. Okay, I can see the thumbs up. You guys have checked that one out. I appreciate that. Beast Mode 22, what does cheaters cam mean? You're cheating on other food? I don't get it. That's actually very cool to even say that. Actually, every time I do a new review, I'm probably cheating on the previous review, right? But actually, no, that's a little take on the old show back in the 90s that's kind of resurged a little bit into current times under different people, a new host, that type of thing. Basically, it's people caught cheating on each other on camera. This group gets, or the television show gets hired by somebody to follow who they think is cheating on them, and they either confirm it or deny it, or catch them in the act, so to speak. So it's my little take on that because you're seeing a little graphic on the screen like I'm being recorded. I've been doing that since day 1 of my channel. It's pretty much the only thing that I think that remains, with the exception of some of the graphics, maybe 1 or 2 graphics that remain from my original format from back in the day. So that's essentially in a nutshell what that means here. DCM, I have not seen the review. Forgive me. No worries. It is available on the channel whenever it is available to you to watch it. It is there, of course, for you. Let's see. Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer. Erna 785, what it do? It is all about the 80s stuff I know from you. So we're going to be hearing some themes, I'm sure, tonight. Thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you. Michelle S. Del Taco just moved and opened 15 minutes from me. Hoping you can keep it up from Central Terry. Cool. Very cool. You'll see some stuff coming from them. But thank you so much, Michelle, for being on the stream here right now. 15 minutes. That's actually a little, you know, if you're driving, of course, that's a little bit of a ways. But at the same time, it's fairly close. Michael, the Moa Burger Pringles are good. A little bit of heat. Cool. I have yet to see them still in my neck of the woods here. So no bueno in that situation. Let's see here. Cheaters was the best from Michelle S. Even better than Jerry Springer. Yes, I agree with that. Jay Loomis, what it do? Did you see you were on Yahoo News earlier this week? They linked your video. Yes, for those of you guys who've been sending me direct messages, I've been answering those directly. Absolutely. I saw, apparently, I guess the video went pseudo-viral, I guess, for the return of the French toast breakfast sandwich with that new maple butter spread on there. And I guess as soon as whoever saw that, Chuboom posted it. Once it was up there, pretty much caught like wildfire, and it's all over the place now, which was a blast to put together. That review was fun to do, but a lot of people seem to be incorporating that in their articles for it there, which I'm actually okay with as long as they do that to show where the information is coming from. So yes, I saw. It's very, very cool. Very, very cool. Let's see here. Yummy. Let me see. I'm trying to get caught up here. There's a lot going on. Let's see here. Drew. He's on a diet and he cheats on his diet late night foodie calls. Oh yeah, you already know what it is. I saw your comment recently for one of my old videos from Jack in the Box with the late night foodie call. A very fun situation with some green screen effect when I was kind of figuring out what to do. Let's see here. DCM, when summer comes around, can you try the Arby's cream shake? You know, we'll have to see. Arby's is no longer close to me here. Apparently, they're being taken over by Jollibee. So we'll have to see what happens with that. So very excited to see what's going to be going on with Jollibee. A lot of people ask me to do that. So I can't wait to check that out once it goes live. Candace Cherry, thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you being here. Oh man, there is so many comments here. So many comments. Cheaters was OG World Star a lot. Yes, E Card, absolutely. And by the way, hey, how you doing, Elizabeth? Great to see you. Yes, really fun stuff there. Batman versus Vader. Oh, come on, you already know Vader instantly. Anyone with the Force? I've seen a lot of those mashups on YouTube where they have two pop culture icons that go against each other. There's some really good, some great stuff from Bat in the Sun as well. Really good stuff there. Okay, last couple of things because it looks like we are ready for the review already over here right now. Let me see, going a little further on down. E-Ricard, thanks. Congrats on the Chew Boom shout out. Yes, you know, it's funny. Somebody actually sent me the amount of times that I've actually been on that website. And I think the last time, this was like, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I think it was like 115 or 120 different entries, something along those lines. I have to go back and verify that just to see. But just so you know, hashtag unsponsored. I appreciate that site. They're awesome. I've been following them since the very beginning. So definitely, they're really cool people that run that platform, obviously. And Shoeboom is a huge site now online. Everybody checks them out, of course, and references them, but doesn't usually say where they're referencing it from. Sometimes they do. But really awesome stuff there for sure. All right, so guys, all kinds of stuff jumping in here right now. We got Critical East Japan. Thanks so much for jumping on, Paul. Great to see you on here, as always. And yes, Critical, yes, I will get to try Jollibee. A lot of people ask me to give them a go, and I'm excited to do just that. So very excited to do that. Who was your hero as a kid? You know what? I mean, if we're thinking about pop culture, I mean, Indiana Jones, I mean, some of those fun things over there. Never really had like an ultra. I've been a fan of like different characters. But in terms of heroes, I guess more fictional heroes. So probably Indiana Jones, Batman. It's kind of nerdy, but you know, it's just kind of what it is. So if you guys are ready for this review, give me a fire symbol right over here. Give me a fire symbol here in the chat. And as always, I forgot in the very beginning to tell you guys, keep your Emojipedia open. You may hear me ask you some emojis that we want to pop into the chat over here to keep it interactive and to keep you on your toes for those of you who want to participate. Let me see a fire here in the chat and we'll see what happens. Yes, Annette, I hear Jollibees is absolutely worth it. I can't wait. Jade Martin, of course I missed you. I miss all of you guys. Whenever I don't see you guys on Friday nights, of course I miss you guys. You already know. I mean, mi familia, all the way across the board. Let's see here. All right, here come the fire emojis jumping in. It's almost neck and neck with what I'm kind of seeing here before it freaks out and jumps all over the place. Jane Epper's in there as well. All right, let's do this right now. Guys, I am very excited because there's been a little bit of a change to the schedule tonight. It's going to be kind of fun to see how this is going to go because this is going to be a complete first for me, even though I've heard of this particular place. And first of all, let me just tell you, let me send a huge shout out to my quote unquote mysterious benefactor who opted that I do this tonight, because it was something that just had to be done. And it was something that at first I was like, well, maybe I should just kind of film this as a regular review. And then I thought, you know what, this would actually might be kind of fun because it's close to stream time when I actually came across this. So this should be kind of cool right now. So with that said, and if you guys are catching this on the replay, hopefully you're going to enjoy what you're going to see here again, because I got to tell you, I am very excited to give this a go. We are going in for the review number 1 from the Crack Shack. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this place. I think it's more of a Southern Cali thing, if anything. There are so many places that serve like really amazing chicken here in Southern Cali, and of course in a lot of different places as well. Organically grown, free range, that type of thing. I love the bag on this. This actually makes me feel kind of like Howling Rays a little bit here. It just has a really cool look. So as you can see, we got little feed action right over here. Walk all the way around. But they serve something that is actually very interesting. And I actually did a little research on this. Yes, we're doing the trips. You already know what it is. We're doing the Crack Shack, but not, you know, with the last name, They do something that's called Jadori chicken, and doing some research on this, it was really kind of interesting because I thought it was like an Indian type of thing, but essentially what it translates to, Jadori, if you've ever heard of this, translates to from the ground. And basically it's a mixed type of a type of mixed breed domestic free range chicken, basically known for robust flavor, and it's super fresh. It can even be served as sashimi. Basically, when it's made and prepped for food the same day, it's taken to where it needs to go to be consumed, and it's like the freshest you can get. So according to one of the quote unquote mysterious benefactors, you know who you are, I know you're watching, this is considered the Kobe beef of chicken. So basically high quality action is what this is here. So And doing a little bit more on this one, it's locally raised, so basically it's all organic. There's really nothing, no antibiotics, free range chicken, no dyes. It's not your average type of chicken restaurant because it's not your average type of chicken is what they advertise for it there. I'll put a link down below to them in the description. When you guys catch us on the replay, you can link to it and check it out. Erna, super chat donation in effect. I appreciate that. And I fixed the fonting down below. You can see your name a lot bigger finally. So it's great to have you on here. Billy Ocean, get out of my dreams and into my car. Classic from License to Drive. You guys remember that with Corey Haim, I think it was? Really, really classic. Heather Graham, I think, was in that too. I had a huge crush on her when I was a kid. She was awesome in Swingers too, by the way. So anyway, this is going to be something new for me right now. So we're going to get into the bag. It is all about the Crack Shack right now, guys. I am really digging this. And take a look. They actually have 3 different sauces this comes with here. And the box is pretty cool. Now, this is if you get like a huge, huge order of it here. But crack me open. And it has basically in here. What I've got is a couple of pieces on the inside of this here right now. But just so you guys know, they actually also offer a gluten-free variant of this, which actually has quinoa, a quinoa flour breading. Basically, it's like, I guess, a new type of blend that they're using for that. So it's fried chicken. It's really available in 3 or 4 different fashions: honey butter, Toro, fire, and sweet heat. So I'm not sure which one this one is, but I'm very excited to get into this. Again, take a close look. It's actually the chicken cracking up out of the egg. So that may actually ask you which came first, the chicken or the egg. So let's give this a go. There is a couple of pieces in here. I'm going to try and not dump this in front of you here right now, but it is supposedly ultra fresh for what it is, and I'm excited to give this a go. So let me pull up a piece. Actually, let me set this up for you real quick as well. This is going to be kind of fun here right now. We'll see how this goes. We've got 3 different sauces to choose from, and I forgot the order that I had these in, just to kind of see what these are going to be like here. So I'll get these set up first. Actually, you know what? This is live. We're doing this on the fly right now. This should be pretty interesting. So let me put this on here just in case I make a mess. We got sauce number 1. We got sauce number 2. And guys, if you haven't hit that thumbs up down below, please hit that there. It absolutely helps the stream, and share the stream out with your peeps if you haven't already. That would be amazing. All right, so I've got 3 sauces set up ready to go. And I've got some wet nap action over here as well. And we are ready. So let me pull a piece up over here. This should be pretty interesting. And wow, it's got some heft to it. Oh wow, it smells pretty insane. It smells pretty insane. So let me try and focus that in so you guys can take a look at the seasoning on this, because this is really seasoned nicely. Look at that, guys. I mean, really, really nice. This has got some serious heft. It doesn't feel overly fried at the same time, but let's give this a go. The Crack Shack fried chicken for the first time. Let me give this a shot. Here we go. Wow. That is really tasty. Not overly fried, although it may look like it from your end over there, but thick white meat on that. Wow. This doesn't feel like KFC or Popeye's chicken with the breading. There's a lot of white meat action on that, guys. A lot of white meat action. Look at that. My focus seems to be rocking tonight. Thankfully, it's doing pretty well. It's keeping up with it here. But the seasoning is really nice. Not overly salty. The breading is light, but it's a nice cool mix of fried chicken goodness. The juiciness of the chicken is kind of so-so there. I mean, I'm not sure. This is actually not the super freshest right now, but I've been keeping it warm. But the quality is just banging on this in terms of just the overall meaty factor in there as well. Jay Nepper, I appreciate that. May the sauce be with you. Super chat donation. You're watching this on your big screen right now on the wall. This chicken must be looking insane. I hope you had dinner, my friend. I hope you had dinner. But I'm really digging the quality of this here right now. And that Cervantes says it looks good. Meat action for sure. You know what? Let's go into one of the sauces to give this a go, because this is really good. I'm gonna have to save the second piece for the wifey, because she's gonna want to try this right now. And Jay, there you go. Stay Frosty from Corporal Hicks in effect. All right, this kind of smells like a ketchup variant, but it's got something to it. So we're gonna go for a little badunk-a-dunk, and hopefully that will focus. Kinda, there we go. All right, here we go. Yeah, a little bit more barbecue-y. Well, actually, you know what? Heated ketchup, actually, this kind of smells like here. Let's give it a go. Mmm. Banging. I gotta make a shirt that says banging. This is insane. Wow. That is pretty amazing. Yeah, it's got a little bit of kicked up something to this here right now. It's not Heinz ketchup, definitely not that, but the quality is really good on that. Let's go with this next sauce real quick, and we'll show that to you there. This one kind of smells more pineapple-y, more citrus than anything else. Get that focus in so you guys can really check out the nice grains. Look at the coating on that, guys. That is just ridiculous. That is just ridiculous right now. KBD Productions in effect. Great to see you on here, Ken. If you're watching this right now, this is something that I would highly recommend back when you're back in Southern Cali here. Let's go for this. This is like a pineapple situation here. Let's give this a shot. Mmm. Oh, man. Instant. My favorite. Whoa. Oh my God. I'm waiting to find where the bone is on this because, guys, it's like a solid piece of white meat action. I'll try and focus that in because I really want you guys to see as I come back with it here. That white is really kind of blowing it out. But man, we have some good shots, at least of the coating, that you guys can see right there. We're going in. We're going in. Focus, focus, focus. But man, this pineapple one, it's more like a pineapple mustard type of situation on this, and I'm really, really digging that. So of course it focuses on the dish that's in there as well. Let's go for the third one, guys, because I am thoroughly enjoying this right now. Jay Nepper is jealous. I am so sorry, but you know what? You're here with me. We're live. We're doing it right now. You guys are amazing. 68 amazing peeps in the house up this way over here. Let's go into, this one's more barbecue. Barbecue flavor on this. Let's give this one a shot. Solid piece of white meat action on this, guys. I am very impressed with this. And apparently, this is literally about 10 minutes from me here in Old Town Pasadena. So I am definitely going to be taking the wifey here. She's going to dig this. This is really incredible already. When she tries that second piece, I know she's going to like it. Gerard Mullen, super chat donation. I appreciate that. Just got out of work. What kind of chicken? This is Jadori chicken, which is basically something very ultra flavorful. That's all you really need to know about it right there. And as Corporal Hicks jumps into the cut, there you go in effect. Let's try it with this barbecue type action. I have a feeling this is going to be insane as well. Here we go. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's insane. The barbecue is my second favorite. This pineapple citrus action is bananas, guys. This is straight out bananas. Look at this. What I have here, literally, there's no bone in this, clearly. Imagine getting a Popeyes tender like this, because that's essentially what you are looking at. I am so shocked at the quality of what this is, and I'm trying to keep that focus as much as I can. Let's go for one more bite on this, guys, but this is a pretty banging situation. A little different compared to Howling Rays. They actually have chicken sandwiches. Now I'm going to have to check out a chicken sandwich with you guys because this is insane already here. One more with essentially my favorite sauce here, and then we'll close this, at least this one out. And then we get to the bone. Sticking it up right over there, actually. This is insane. To my mysterious benefactor right now. Both of you, actually. Shout outs and homie hugs to you guys. Absolutely. This is absolutely insane. I'm so glad you pushed me into saying giving this one a go. This is pretty amazing right now. And I got to admit, very, very impressive in terms of the quality for what that is. I am just very, very impressed with that already. So easy recommendation. Should I give it a rating? Wow. What should I give this here actually for what it is? Because clearly it's satisfying. One thing I probably should have checked on is the cost for it. Naturally, there in terms of the pricing, that's one thing I probably should have checked on. But as it stands, I'm sure that's going to be a little bit of a premium in terms of the price point. But guys, for the Crack Shack, I'm just going to go a straight 9.5 because I have a feeling, because this is not available everywhere, that may be kind of the hit against this one, because naturally you'd want to see this available the way that they make it. But it is worth seeking out If you happen to be in the LA area, Old Town Pasadena, just do a search for the website. I'll put that link down below in the description. If you're watching this on the replay, it's going to be there right now for you, along with all the sponsors of the stream tonight, which, by the way, if you guys are donating on Super Chat, you're doing it here on PayPal at the links down below as well. You guys will find your names down below in the description. But guys, a lovely situation. This virtually is a 10. The quality is amazing on this, and I can easily see why they use the type of chicken that they do. And the way that it's prepared naturally, the free range is no dyes, no antibiotics. The coating has such a nice, crisp airiness to it. It doesn't overpower the chicken, but you can really taste the quality of the chicken. So just a beautiful situation. And again, the sauces are really, really good on this there. I really dug the ketchup version with a little bit of the barbecue. That's my second favorite. The one with a little bit of the spiciness, the heat is okay. It's okay for what it is. But guys, the citrusy pineapple, whatever this is, you may want to ask them, but I got to tell you, just for what, at first I thought it looked like honey mustard, but the quality is more citrusy, but it has such a vibrancy that comes alive with the coating of the chicken that the juiciness, even though it's kind of there, even though, you know, it's a little bit, maybe a little bit older than I probably would have liked initially. But if I get this fresh, I can only imagine how it's going to be, guys, because that is already delicious as it stands, me keeping it warm. Super, super awesome to have checked this one out. And again, to my mysterious benefactors, I love you guys. I appreciate you for having me do this right now. I hope you're enjoying the stream with this, because this was really, really delicious. So guys, the Crack Shack in effect right over here. First time on Peep This Out Reviews, we're going to have to think about doing that chicken sandwich, because it is a banging situation. You already know what it is. KBD Productions, Ken, what's going on, my friend? Great to see you on here. Thanks so much for being here again. Jackie Hero Food Reviews, in effect. Thanks so much for jumping in here. Guys, I'm so ready for dinner right now after doing this. So yeah, the wifey and I are got to grab some food after the stream for sure. Good stuff here with that. Very, very awesome. All right. Let's relax for just a little bit, and I'm going to go into intermission in just a second here, just so I can grab the second review item for you guys that will be coming up here. Thanks so much for being here. Very, very good stuff. Let's see here. Sammy, thanks so much for doing mango pineapple lemonade. We'll kick around. Can't wait. Nice. All new bacon double cheese briggy stack is popular. Yes, I had a blast checking that out, actually. Very, very good stuff over there originally there. I think I put that review for the bacon double stack in the community tab here on my channel. Make sure you guys jump on over there and take a look at that. I usually don't re-review the exact same things when they come back unless there's something different about them, or just something that I think is going to be a little bit different at the same time. Naturally, with the quesalupa looking a lot different, that was one of the main reasons to do that, because it wasn't just a single shell for what that is. So a lovely situation to check that out, even though mine was a little bit different at the same time. Oh man, Critical says I should do the chicken sandwich. We're gonna have to do that, I think, Paul. That is seriously a lovely situation. Man, that chicken is vibrantly crispy and just delicious. I love the fact that the breading didn't overpower the flavor of the chicken. It was solid white meat, and it's bone-in chicken naturally. So really, really awesome stuff. But man, just an awesome situation there. In terms of the Kobe beef of chicken, I would probably rank it close to that, my mysterious benefactor, if you're still watching. It's actually some of the best fried chicken I've had in a very long time. That's not ultra fast foodie. A little bit more upscale in terms of the way that it is. They're fast casual, so to speak. Something that you would probably get from Postmates, Grubhub, DoorDash, any of those from a local restaurant. But that is a banging situation. So shout outs to you guys. I appreciate you very much for that. Very, very good. Absolutely. And that, yes, I did hear about the shrimp tails and the cinnamon toast crunch. Apparently that is a byproduct of the process. I guess something went wrong during that and made it look like it was dental floss or shrimp tails. So crazy situation with that. All right, I'm going to obviously have to go back and see what you guys were talking about during the chat, because during my reviews, it's very difficult to to acknowledge and do all these questions that may be coming through. If you guys can, just cut and paste whatever you may have tried to ask me during my review of trying to do this stuff together, and then I'll try and get to it here, and we'll answer some questions for you guys. So let me see. Drew says double dip in the last two sauces. No, I'm not going to double dip that. I got to tell you right now, the flavor of the chicken on its own, it really doesn't need anything. As much as I love the yellow sauce, the chicken on its own is crazy delicious right now. KBD, booking my trip now. Yes, I highly recommend that you do. And if you do, we are definitely going to be going here, Ken, because it is seriously pretty awesome. which, by the way, if you guys haven't checked out the latest stuff from Ken, he's got 24 hours at Arby's. Whatever, you know, ordering whatever the person in front of you ordered as well. He's got some great content in there. As you guys already know, KBD Productions, Ken Domick is a legend in the game as always. And definitely one of the coolest peeps I know personally as well. Very, very cool. Jump on over to KBD Productions. He's got hundreds of thousands of subscribers as well. Jump onto the army and be part of that group as well. Support, support, support. We got Snack King Cole in the house. Snack, what it do, brother? Thanks so much for jumping on. Guys, jump on over and check out his review of the that new quesadilla over at Chipotle. That thumbnail was fire when I saw that. That was ridiculous. Even his face, I think, where he was like, you know, doing something in the back. But the food looks so amazing in that. Jump over to Snack King Cole. He's a member of the review crew doing it down. A whole bunch of peeps in that community rocking it out. Doing some great stuff over there. Let's see here. But great, Snack, thanks so much for jumping on. I'm a huge fan of your little montages when you cook, my friend. You've got some really fun stuff on there. Making crab cakes and green pancakes and Mountain Dew pancakes, or, you know, you get some crazy, crazy stuff. Kyle, when Peter Pankey did the first episode of season 21 Cheaters Cam, his quote was, "What's up, America? It's your boy Peter Pankey, and I'm happy to be the new host for the all-new season of Cheaters." Cool. I still have to check that out. Believe me, I find it so hard outside of creating what I do, in my normal world outside of what I do, to kind of jump in and do these things. But I got to make it a point to really check out and see what that situation is all about there, Kyle, for sure. My chat is jumping up again here as well. Philly Feet, peace. Great to see you on here. What'd you think of the Snyder's Cut? Amazing, amazing. It took me a couple of days to finish it, but it was amazing. That is the movie that should have been out, minus a couple of scenes they probably could have left out, like, you know, the Flash sequence with Iris West, which was cool, but really didn't do anything to kind of further the movie along. It was just kind of nice to see. But man, it was fantastic. The black Superman suit, everything about that film was just banging. If that comes out on Blu-ray, I'm definitely buying that. I mean, that's something I want to own, to have a physical copy. It was really very well done. Let's see, Russell. Have I tried National Burgers on the West Coast? I have not. Nation's Burgers on the West Coast? I have not. No, I have not. Maybe something to look into. Once we were able to kind of move freely about the cabin, so to speak, once things are a little bit better and you know, all the people have been vaccinated and everything like that, we'll see. We'll see about that. I'm not eligible for that until the middle of April, so you know, I'm being very, very careful with that. Yes, Jay Loomis, thanks for bringing up the Cinnamon Toast Crunch story. Right, I'm snacking on Cinnamon Toast Crunch remix. Take a look. Be careful. According to the company who makes Cinnamon Toast Crunch, it's just a byproduct of the process of when they make it. It probably wasn't cleaned out correctly. They look like little shells of shrimp, but things that were stuck together. But ironically, they form a very interesting shape, so to speak. It was really kind of cool to see what's up. Snack King Cole, you are the best. You are the best. I love all of you guys who pump out that positivity in the community, and you guys are definitely rocking it there. And I love the vibrancy of what you put out there. I love the energy in the thumbnails especially. I love all of it. It is really, really awesome to see. And that's what helps take people off of what's going on right now in the world. And believe me, we need that more than ever. So Snack, keep doing what you do, brother. Seriously, man, all of you guys, keep doing what you do. You got definitely a friend and peep this out. Absolutely there. Armando, the Steakhouse Burger is back at Carl's. Yes, I put that in my community tab. It is back in action. And they've actually started some new advertising with Angus beef now, which is actually something new. They've always been known for Angus beef, but they're really pushing it on all their burgers right now. So, yes, I saw that about a week and a half ago, which is pretty crazy. Tony A, I love creators that support each other. That's awesome. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And guys, I got to be honest. And like I always say, I always want to shout you guys out and do this here in these live streams, because if you guys are pumping out content, as I know most of you guys are, you know how hard it is to get into the chat feeds and of actual videos, and you watch stuff to kind of, you know, say all that stuff and talk all that stuff. This is more of like a direct forum where I can address you guys directly and we can talk live. And I think a lot of people like that. For all the, you know, creators who really jump onto the stream, it's a lot of fun to do, and I have a blast doing that here. So it is good times. Let's see here. Chat is moving. It's moving. Armando, yes, the Suicide Squad trailer. Oh my God. Dude, tell me, if you guys have seen the Suicide Squad trailer, give me a thumbs up here in the chat, please. Please give me a thumbs up. I haven't laughed out loud in a long time watching a movie trailer. But there were a couple of lines in that, especially the last couple of sequences when they're walking. that I lost it. I was having lunch when this happened, actually. I was taking a break from doing a couple of things and I was watching this. And please tell me, if you guys have seen the Suicide trailer, give me a thumbs up here in the chat. It is going to be just like ridiculous. Ridiculous. I have some of the early issues of that series, the characters. I think it's going to be an awesome movie. James Gunn, I mean, you know, prior Marvel guy from Guardians of the Galaxy. How bad could this really be? We got some thumbs up popping in over here very nicely. Ed Keaton, got my first COVID-19 vaccine on Friday, April 9th. Cool, 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 cool. Definitely. It's just a couple of weeks, 3 weeks away. Right there, Ed. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be awesome. But yes, I was blown away by the trailer. It looks amazingly fun. It looks awesome. It just looks like really like Guardians of the Galaxy R-rated, but with the characters of Suicide Squad. So I can't wait. The trailer is red band, so you already know it's going to have either extreme violence or language or a little bit of risque stuff, and it was really just awesome. I mean, it's just awesome. But I'm glad you guys are all into that because it was really pretty good. Super Saeed, give you a shout out. Let's peep this out, Saeed. Come on now, Super. Who's familia? One of them works for Wendy's. That's awesome. You must get the hookup when you get stuff there, which is cool. Have you seen? I really wish that we'd keep the stuffed crust pretzel crust pizza as a permanent menu item. It's phenomenal. It's great for advertising for them because they're the only ones who kind of do it that way. So it's kind of like an annual thing or biannual at the same time. So it's great to see. But it'll be back. It always is. Come on, you already know. Ed Keaton, am I hyped for Godzilla vs. Kong? Yes, I keep trying to go past everything they're pushing out. They keep putting out new content to keep showing it. It's like, look, enough. I want to see it when I see it. Just leave it the way that it is. Don't keep coming out with like 1 week from now and it's a new clip. 3 days from now, it's a new clip. 2 days from now. I don't want to see that. We have enough clips of Godzilla vs. Kong. Yeah, it's Godzilla vs. Kong, right? Yeah, Godzilla first. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm very excited for the movie there. I can't wait to watch it there. I did watch the original one a couple of weeks ago, actually, from 1962 or 63. Ultra bad movie, but pretty awesome for what it was at the time. But the suit is just so bad for Kong in that one. It really is. Have you seen it? Best fast food pizza I think I've ever had, actually. Cool. Yeah, it's very delicious in terms of the pretzel crust for sure. Sammy, I feel like Taco Bell is going to partner with Godzilla vs. Kong. If they haven't done it already, it's not going to happen because that usually starts about a month prior to the film's release there. Usually, you know, it's funny, Carl's Jr. and Hardee's, give me a thumbs up if you agree with this. Usually, they don't really advertise the movies that they have something going on with there. They've had stuff in the past where they actually are promoting a certain film, and you'll go in there and you'll see like the cups that have the movie on it, but you never see it advertised like as like they're like, you know, with Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. So have you guys ever seen any like tie-in, like a movie tie-in at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's that they don't advertise for? Give me a thumbs up here in the chat if you do, because I see that a lot actually there, and I don't think I've seen anything with Godzilla Kong advertised anywhere. So maybe I should go to Carl's Jr. and see since the steakhouse is back and just see, are you guys doing any promo with Godzilla at all this year? Just to see. Larry Nguyen, why do you hate me? I do not hate you. Come on, Larry. Not at all. Not at all. It's so hard to keep up with everything here in the chat. I got to tell you guys, it's really hard. We got 67 amazing peeps watching here right now and stuff coming through. Let's see here. Scott was shocked to see fish and chips. If I want to see tartar sauce, I need to ask for it at Freddy's. Okay. All right. Very cool. Very cool. Guys, 5 minutes for now. We're jumping into the second review of the hour right now. Are you guys, are you teething with excitement as to what this is going to be? This is going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting situation. Ned Cervantes, favorite street taco truck. I would probably go with, I can't remember the name of the truck because it's been a while since I've been there with the whole situation that we're all dealing with now this last year. But if you check out my playlist, actually, Annette, for the LA Week reviews, it was a street taco truck. I think it's El Pollo, Tacos El Pollo or something along those lines. But it's one of the videos in the playlist on my channel for LA Week, which is what I put a lot of my local reviews into. There's something that I review locally that may not be available everywhere else. I kind of do that once in a while. I put things in there. Stay frosty indeed. Erna jumping in there. $2 super chat donation. Again, it looks like it's coming in there as well. I appreciate you. Thank you, official sponsors of the channel. But that taco truck was pretty tasty. And it's actually one of my favorite ones that we were going to regularly before all this stuff happened. So definitely a great situation with that. Can you sing Starship? Nothing's going to stop us now. If I knew that offhand, I know the song, I just don't know how it goes initially. Nothing's gonna stop us now. That's as far as I'm gonna get into. Erna, I apologize for that, but I'd have to put on something here, which is probably gonna demonetize me here in the chat if I do that. I don't want to do that at the same time. Let's see. Let's see here. Going down the line. Yes, Ginger Fit, I'm excited for Mortal Kombat. Looks fantastic. Any of the new reboots so far look pretty fantastic with the new updated graphics and visual style. I am very excited for that, absolutely. Godzilla Burger should be in Japan, Carl's Jr. I believe that true. That is actually something that I totally agree with there. And I'm kind of surprised. Actually, Paul, you can maybe answer this question if you have anything going on locally for you right now for Godzilla versus Kong. Because I don't know if you guys saw in Dubai, they actually played the trailer on the tallest tower in Dubai, and it looks amazing how it's formatted. I don't know if you guys have seen that. If you guys have seen that, give me a lizard here in the chat, because it looked fantastic with the whole lengthwise down the building that said Godzilla versus Kong, and it's showing kind of like Kong jumping like John McClane from, you know, Die Hard. There's a lot of 80s references I'm hearing in this movie for some of the action to kind of emulate those classic characters. It should be pretty cool. But put a lizard here in the chat if you guys have seen the Dubai footage of Godzilla Kong in the side of the building. It's pretty awesome. And I don't know, I haven't seen it mentioned here yet, but yes, Guy, I've seen a lot of people talking online about the quote-unquote Peepsy, which is Peeps and Pepsi together in one. And of course, you already know that's something I want to check out. And if I do, I'd love to do it here with you. That looks pretty awesome. How could I not, right? And obviously, if you guys know anything about the namesake of my channel, being me familiar with my mom as one of the factors with that, I know, Mom, you're watching right now. I love you, love you, love you. This is definitely something I'd want to take a look at. She even asked me that this morning. She's all, did you know that they're coming out with Peeps Pepsi? I'm like, yeah, I'm surprised they didn't call it Peepsy. I mean, it makes sense, right? If you guys think that makes sense, hit me with a little baby chick in the chat. I don't know how many of you guys are going to do that, but that would be awesome. But yeah, I'm excited for that. All right, we got Drew with the lizard jumps in. I appreciate that. You saw that. Very cool. Have you seen it? I felt great finally trying the pretzel crust pizza from Little Caesars. Been meaning to for a while now, so it felt great to finally get a go around to it. Yeah, it was really pretty good. I mean, it's tasty every time it comes out. It really is. It really is. All right. Yep. Peepsy. There you go, Annette. We got baby chicks jumping into effect here right now. You already know what it is. Sammy, we got one. Michael Domer, we got one. Very cool. And yes, Erna, have I seen Weird Science? It's one of my favorite movies of all time, along with my sister. We love that movie from Weird Science. Love it. Anthony Michael Hall, I met here in Old Town a long time ago when he was on NYPD Blue, an old cop show. Really, really awesome stuff. It was great to meet him. It was hard to not mention that movie because it'd been so many years. And actors, you think, okay, hopefully people will remember me from my newer stuff, not when I was just starting out. But really, really fun movie. I love Weird Science. Critical hasn't seen anything in Japan for Godzilla vs. Kong. That's really strange, considering. Crazy, crazy stuff. What's your least favorite annual fast food item? Wow, that would be like a returning item. I can't say that I have one, Sammy, because I've done a lot on my channel, over 1,200 videos at this point here. It's kind of crazy to think about that. But least favorite returning item, I couldn't say I really have one that really sticks out. And yes, Freddy Foodie King, in effect, peep this out. You already know. Love that little emoji right there. Critical. We usually get Hollywood movies like 6 months later. Wow, that's surprising because Godzilla, I'm sure that's going to be available in some way, shape, or form there. But that's crazy how if it is a little bit later, maybe you will be getting something there. But if you do, Paul, please do it. Whatever they do, because that would be awesome to see. I remember when Godzilla King of the Monsters came out, they actually had a variant of that available. I think it was down in Brazil. They did and it was Carl's Jr. ironically. I think they advertised that one. I could be wrong, but take a look if you can do a search on that. There was a Godzilla type burger. It was basically like a triple burger, some huge thing. But Paul, if they do that, you got to rock it out. You got to rock it out. Ben Nguyen, what happened to your live chat in your stream? It is moving. Unless it hasn't, maybe we need to refresh it, which may be a good idea to probably jump on over to the Be Right Back, because I got to get our next review ready to go here. This is going to refresh in just a sec, I bet. So let's move this on and then I'll refresh the stream. So I will be right back, guys. Hang on 1 second and we'll rock it in here. Hang on 1 second here. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. So did you miss me? Be honest. Did you miss me? All right, guys, we're back. Here we go. The stream is finally updating, jumping up all over the place here right now. Nice, 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 nice. All right, you guys ready for review number 2? And no, I did not go use the restroom. It is all good. It is all good. Guys, give me a thumbs up if you are ready for review number 2 in effect for you right now, because we are all set up, ready to go. And this is going to be a very new thing for me here right now. Let me just check something to make sure we are ready, and we are. There we go. Glad to be back. Super glad to be back. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me here. We got 71 amazing peeps hanging strong. Really great crowd tonight so far. Excellent. Thumbs up, ready to go. All right, so you guys should know by now that the Blue Bomber is back where it needs to be, obviously here for my car, and everything is ready to go here right now. So we are ready to jump into something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. And if any of you guys guess it here in the chat, I can only imagine who it might be. This is going to be pretty fun to check out here right now. So very excited to get this going. With that said, let's jump into the second and final review. With that, Taco Bell. Finally returned to Taco Bell to try the return of something that I've been meaning to check out for a very long time because I've never done it. And you guys may know what this is. It is the Cheesy Fiesta potatoes in effect here right now. I've had this warm in the oven, minus the sour cream. I had them put it on the side so I can actually make this look like the picture. I didn't want this whole thing to be all soupy the way that it is because, you know, I respect you guys. I got to give you guys quality entertainment. The presentation has to be primo. Everything has to look as good as it possibly can. Naturally, I only ordered this with just sour cream on the side, so it's kind of hard for them to kind of mess this up. But what we've got here is the return of their seasoned potatoes with a nacho cheese sauce and sour cream on the very top here right now. So how bad could this really be? Well, I got to be honest, it's very possible this is not going to be bad at all because of those ingredients. When I tried that spicy potato taco 2 or 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, I was not impressed by that at all. And considering it was like $1 something, I'm like, you know what, I can do without that. It is what it is. But with this, a lot of people treat this as like the second coming of potatoes over here at Taco Bell in here. So a lot of people really enjoy this here. Dom's World, my favorite from Taco Bell. A lot of you guys love this here. If you guys love these Taco Bell Fiesta potatoes, give me a spud. Give me a spud right here in the chat. Let me see how many spuds we can light up our chat window with here, keeping it interactive. Very curious to know if you guys are down with the potatoes at Taco Bell. I want to see a show of spuds, so to speak. Not just your hands. I want to see a show of spuds. We'll give you another look at this. But again, the seasoned potato goodness. We've got that cheesy action in there. And I know that sour cream is going to blow out the focus just a bit here. Well, it's kind of catching it just a little bit. There you go. Nacho cheese action. We got plenty of spuds in effect. Ginger Fit is throwing up at it. Jay Nepper, he's got it in there. Nehemiah. We got the trips in effect. Aqualoo. Annette Cervantes rocking it out. We got Subtigro with a tomato. No worries, my friend. I appreciate you being here either way. Dom's World. Ed Keaton ready for action. Let's give this a go. I'm going to get a little bit of everything here. And I'm going to see what is the big deal with this. What is the big deal? Okay. So let me lift this up. I'm going to try and focus this in as much as I can for you. There we go. I think we're kind of catching it. Lovely situation, guys. They don't skimp on the amount of sour cream they give with this here. I just put the dollop with these actions, with the cheese, with the potatoes. Here we go. For the first time ever, Cheesy Fiesta potatoes. Let's peep this out. Oh, man. Hang on. Hang the on. Hang the on right now. This is crazy. I know that probably didn't focus very well because the contrast with the sour cream. Let's go again. Oh, yeah, baby. I only wish this was a bigger container. Guys, it's a rip at $1.79 because this container is like a thimble. There's like nothing in this. I mean, 3 or 4 and you're done. Wow. Wow. I got to admit, I am impressed. When you have them like this, and on the real, think about it. Seasoned potatoes, kind of crispy, melted cheddar, melted nacho cheese sauce, and sour cream for that added zip action in there. Wow. That is a crazy situation of deliciousness right now. I can see why I think you guys are down with this compared to anything else. Mmm. This is going bye-bye by far. Wow. And you know what? I think you're going to see me do it here on camera because I don't want to wait. That is really, really good, guys. And try and focus that in. I want to give you a little bit more detail. The potatoes. There you go. Look at the spicing on that. These are really good. But again, $1.79. That's a lot to ask for this size that's here. But man. If you guys are down with this, give me a cheese emoji right now. Let me know this is like one of your favorite things. I would love to see as many cheese emojis as you possibly can. I'm just going to show you this here before I knock this off because this is ridiculous. I just don't like how small this is. This is really small. Yes, Annette, absolutely. Man, this is really good. It's kind of like a chaser right before the main event, you know, for what this is. So I'm trying to keep that focus for you in there as well. But man, guys, really, really solid on this. I can see why a lot of peeps love this one. Get that piece of lint out of the way. That is not from them, just so you know. Plenty of them. Look at all those cheese emojis. Wow. I am so glad I got this right now. And I never finish anything that we review, hardly ever on the streams. Man. 10 out of 10. For Taco Bell, that's an easy favorite. I can see why people were really upset when that actually went away because that is ridiculous. I think it's just a little over 200 calories or so for that, so it's not too bad. About 28 grams of fat supposedly. But man, that is delicious, guys. That is really, really good. I can probably see doing like a Bel Grande version where they put a little bit of like chopped meat into it, you know, the beef that they do. That would be pretty good along with the cheese and everything else. But man, banging situation. But that price needs to come down just a little bit. You know, that's really, I mean, 10 out of 10 for the flavor of what that is. But price point on average would probably knock it down to maybe like an 8.5, give or take there. I mean, but the flavor is amazing on that. I can easily see why a lot of people love that by far. Really, really delicious stuff. You need about 5 of those to make a good portion. Yes, I agree. But when you consider each one is $2, I'm not paying $10 for cheese and potatoes like that. They're making money on me if I do that. I think they made money off me anyway, considering the $1.79 that was. But at the same time, very lovely situation. I'm so glad to finally have this done for you guys here right now. And obviously, if you're watching this on the replay, you're going to see a little picture of something in the thumbnail to kind of show this is the bonus review, to have that in there. I'm so glad to give that a go. But guys, Crack Shack, a great way to start it off with that chicken, a lovely situation. And of course, this is the perfect chaser right now to kind of get me going into dinner with the wifey here. So very excited to do something right after this with that regard. And you know what? I'm probably going to be in and out if I can convince her to go. That would be awesome to do. But guys, delicious stuff by far. Delicious stuff. Shred, what fast food restaurant is slacking this year so far? Let's see. I'd probably say right now, I think Jack in the Box, believe it or not. They're kind of doing a lot of retread. That's really come back on there. Nothing really kind of ultra new jumping out, even though I know a few things that are coming that should be imminent very soon. Aside from that, there really hasn't been too much, to be honest, naturally. Let's see. Going down. Let me see who else we've got on here. Anything with lots of cheese is a 10 out of 10 for Ian from Erna. Hey, come on. Nothing's gonna stop us now. Starship. Jefferson Starship. Or Jefferson Airplane, I think it was, wasn't it? Let's see. Scott used to use the bowl microwave safe and melt the cheese dip. Nice. A lovely situation right there. Yes, queso. Need to sell that by the gallon from Jay Neffer. Absolutely. You already know what it is. Good times, good times. The tag is subtegral. It's pronounced teg, not teague. Okay, very cool. Subtegral. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here and being part of the group naturally. It's great to see you. Let's see. Crackin' Taters. Just another Friday night in Ian's world. There it is. That's the sum up right there from E. Ricard. That's awesome. Crackin' Taters. Come on, it's a family show. This is a family show, E. Come on. Good times. Definitely good times. I'll check it out next time I'm in the Vegas for Ginger Fit. Nacho in Vegas, the best nachos. Nacho Daddy in Vegas. Okay. Very cool. Let's see. Subtegral. Haha, Ian likes me. Come on now. It's all good, man. We're all family at the end of the day. We're all just trying to do what we do and have as much fun doing it. That is the biggest thing. Have as much fun doing whatever it is that you do. Whatever you do it safely and have a good time at the same time. Just stay positive and put that out there into the world. You believe it'll be amazing what comes back to you when you're like that. Let's see. Drew, taters and cracked chicken with cheese. Man, it was just totally ridiculous tonight in terms of good times. Good times with that. Some really good stuff. I got to be honest. I'm glad I started it off with that chicken. And again, if my mysterious benefactors are watching here right now, that was a beautiful way to begin this. And then naturally going into what I had here. I had something else planned for aside from the nachos, which you'll probably see in another week. I guess we'll push it. So we'll see what happens with that. Armando, Jack needs to be bringing back their popcorn chicken. Well, you know, it's funny you should mention. Let's see here. Going down the line. Guys, we're already coming up to the very end of the stream already here. I can't believe how quickly this hour has blown by. It has been an amazing situation for the last hour. If you guys have enjoyed what you've seen right now, give me a peace sign. Give me the two fingers over here. And not the finger, the two fingers here in the chat. If you guys have given me that, I'll even settle for the thumbs up if you want to do the easy one. But I like the one where, you know, the hand is coming a piece right over here. That'd be great to see. But if you guys had an enjoyable time tonight, I appreciate you guys. There we go. Nehemiah, the first one jumping in with it there. Armando, the thumbs up. I appreciate it as well. PB, scorpion sauce, intrigued. Anything with scorpion or something threatening has got to be crazy hot, Annette, of course. Dom's World, we got Ben Nguyen. Subtegral has got a nice little dove. Aww. Keep thinking PC. Jackie Hero food reviews, Drew's food reviews, Annette Cervantes jumping in there again. Ginger Fit, Tony A. Guys, I appreciate you very much. I'm losing myself very much. A huge shout out to each and every one of you right now. I'm like so amped right now because I'm just so glad things are kind of like a little bit more normal lately. There's a lot that's been going on that I'm finally glad things are getting a little bit more normalized. So I'm very happy about that. Super excited to be looking forward to tonight to chat with you guys and to have a little fun with you guys on here. Ginger Fit, talking with Annette. Don't travel to Florida because spring breakers are doing bad things. I wouldn't, anyone traveling right now unnecessarily, I can't say one way or another, but you know how I feel about that. Things can wait just a little longer. Let's see here. Nehemiah, Lord Darkseid is better than Thanos. He definitely seemed a lot more threatening than Thanos, that's for sure. This is the big baddie over the DCU is pretty awesome. I got to admit on film the way they did it. Larry Nguyen, can you finish 2 pastrami sandwiches and a pastrami chili fries from the hat? No. And usually when I do that, I'm going with the wifey. I do half of pastrami, and we just dig into the pastrami chili fries, and that's usually about it. So a little bit of a lightweight at the same time, but delicious stuff, I got to admit. Ricard, Ian's just high on complex carbohydrates. Yes, I'm kind of burning it off as I'm going here right now. For those of you who think I may talk a little too fast in some of my videos, or if I'm scripted, which I'm not, it's just coming off the top of my head. You know, it is what it is. It's just, I'm trying to work on some of the pacing with that here and there. That's one thing I'm trying to work on. Have you seen it? I think the reason they took the potatoes off Taco Bell's menu is for a while there and then brought them back. It's now suddenly because of the whole COVID thing. You know, just making anyone happy in general, whatever they may have taken off, just to say, hey, guess what? It's back. We're going to make you happy again. I'm all for that. You know, whether it's creators on streams doing that, connecting with their base and having fun and interacting, which I think is such a huge part of what we do on YouTube. I think it just, you know, it's something to say thank you at the same time. When you can't answer every single question and comment that comes back to your content because you're building constantly and you're making things for the enjoyment that everybody can put out there, I think it says a lot. So if Taco Bell, if the reason they brought back their potatoes was to say, hey, you know what? We really love you guys. We're bringing them back again. When they maybe didn't think about doing that, I am so glad that they did. I am so glad that they did. So very excited about that. Robert H. jumping in with the super chat donation. I appreciate you, Robert. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You should be jumping up here as well as there any second. You'll see yourself roll up the flipboard there. Appreciate you, of course, official sponsors of the channel down below. And incidentally, guys, 20% off all of my stuff in my current Teespring store. I put a code in the very beginning of the video. It's PeepCap. 20% off you can get there, as well as I totally refreshed my website as well to kind of match a lot of the graphics and imagery that you're seeing now. So if you jump over to peepthisoutReviews.com, you'll see it's going to look a little bit more like what you're seeing here with a little purple action, certain things updated. So it'll be a lot of fun. So if you like that, drop a comment down below if you've made it this far into the stream. Let me know what you thought of some of those changes. And I appreciate that. And again, Robert H., I appreciate you for jumping in here with that super chat donation. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Dom's World, the streams are always fun. I appreciate you. Thank you. Chardo, I love your channel. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I couldn't do what I do without you, because I'm telling you, having at least one person watch my content is an amazing thing, outside of family, of course. But I love creating for you guys. I love putting it out there. I love putting it out in the way that I do. Things a little bit differently sometimes, depending upon, you may see me outside of my car. You may see me even here in the background, which the recent Del Taco reviews are like that. So I hope you like that format, that look. But just giving you something different at the same time here. Trav tries. Trav, good to see you, man. Homie hugs to you, brother. Homie hugs to you. Thanks for jumping on. Guys, Trav tries, of course, pumping out that content. Another member of the review crew. Some great peeps on here. Snack King, if he's still on here. Snack King Cole. And Dayton and the rest of the crew over there at the Dayton Live Show. Dayton Live Show. Dayton Live Show. But you know what? That would be some merch that Dayton should be coming out with here. The Dayton Live Shoes. That would be pretty banging. He's a sports nut, so I can easily see some Air Jordan-esque shoes from Dayton. Tell him I said so, Trav. Good times. Shardal Gupta. Hopefully I said that correctly. I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Thanks so much for jumping on. Subtegral, I don't know why I watch, because you're curious, my friend. And you know what? I appreciate you either way. It's all good. It's all good. Big cheers to you as well, Erna. I appreciate you guys being on here right now. And just to wrap up over here, obviously, you know the next review. If you're watching this live stream replay, it's on Sunday after 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You've already known what yesterday's review was from Saturday. For those of you who are watching this currently live, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the 27th of March, we're going to be lighting up another review for you guys, and it's been a very, very awesome month of March. A lot of fun stuff and a lot of things that have come back to normal, or come back actually onto the menu at a lot of places, that are actually for people who haven't reviewed them before. You'll see a lot of content, I'm sure, from that. But there's a lot of great stuff out there right now from pretty much everybody for the most part. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Annette, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Can't wait for the next one. I'm excited to put these streams on for you as always. Always a blast to do. Always so much fun to do with you guys. An amazing situation with over 68 plus peeps, 70 plus strong. We've been watching over here, and I appreciate all the love and support. Like I said, you guys make the world go round for me, and I can't tell you how much you guys affect me personally, because like I say, I always think to myself, what are they going to think if I put something in this video that's done this way? In terms of just the overall feeling of what I'm putting out there, is it going to resonate with them? Are they going to like it? Are they getting bored with it? Who knows? I mean, you guys are going to let me know in the chat either way. But at the same time, I have so much fun connecting with you guys, and I think it's just a huge bonus to be able to do that. And you guys give me the ability to do that because you're here right now. So give yourself a hug right now. You know, that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm not going to get into more soapbox with it. But I appreciate you for being on here with me, and I really, really thank you for just being part of the community. All of my amazing mods also. You're seeing all the Blue Wrench peeps that are in effect over here. The Trips, Annette Cervantes, Freddie Foodie King, Drew's Food Reviews, E. Ricard, last but not least, of course, come on. We got some amazing people here in the chat in there as well. And a lot of my day ones that are in here as well too. So really, really awesome stuff. So guys, let me jump on over here. We'll close it out. And I will say, as always, and I know Jay is going to be watching this here, so we'll save it for the very end, the very last thing, because I know Jay loves that. So I appreciate you having me up on that projector there, Jay. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. That's I appreciate that pic. Like I said, I was blown away by that. I'm like, man, that's got to be at least 100 feet tall, the way it looks. You know, it's a massive, massive wall screen of just the live stream in action right there. So I feel very humbled to be on there. Jackie Hero Food Reviews also. Great to jump on there as well. I appreciate you, Jackie. Thanks so much for being here. Michael Dermere, you stay frosty as well. To all of you guys, I'm going to be here in the chat until the timer runs out. I'll try and chat as much as I can before time's away. But just know that I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun here in this coming week. A lot of fun stuff to look forward to. And we'll talk about Godzilla on the next stream, right? Because the movie's going to be out. I'm excited for it. So with that, I will say before the final wrap up here, watch The Falcon and the Winter Soldier because it's banging. I can't wait to see the second episode right after I come back from dinner right now. And then we'll get into what's going to be coming up for this coming week. So we'll see what's going on here right now. So with that, this is Ian K, as you know, officially closing out the live stream for March 26th. It's hard to believe the month is almost over, guys. Amazing situations here. Another high-quality foodie feature in the bag here on live stream. And like I always say, I've got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So why you stay tuned for the next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Good times, everyone. Good times. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. And we will definitely talk to you soon. Critical Leech, thanks so much for jumping on. Another amazing content creator as always. I keep forgetting there's so many to go down the line. You guys are all here in the chat. But guys, please jump on over to Paul over there, Critical Leech Japan as always. All of you guys, you already know what it is. And I will talk to you guys on the next stream. And as my buddy Jay Nepper loves to say, and likes me to say, because you know what? It's just how I feel right now. Considering I just knocked off a piece of chicken halfway, as well as some cheesy Fiesta potatoes, I think it's time to get some real food right now. So with that, I'm out. Peace.